Welcome to Europe Up Close. One accurate way to describe Stockholm would be to call it a gorgeously stylish fairy tale. That ticks many of the boxes here, and you'll struggle to find a city that straddles the line between futuristic innovation and quaint tradition like the Swedish capital. Today, we will tell you about what to do in Stockholm. Explore Old Town Stockholm, Gamla. Dating from the 1200s and crammed with must-see sights, attractions, cafes, authentic restaurants, and boutique shops, the area of Gamla, Old Town, is a living, breathing museum in its own right. For many, this is the first stop on their journey of exploration, and rightly so. Certainly, there's no better way to instantly absorb the feel of Stockholm and get to grips with the city's culture. Plenty of souvenirs and gifts are available in the Old Town, and you will find yourself transported back to medieval times as you meander through a bewildering labyrinth of tiny winding streets, many of which lead to or from Stortorget, the main public square. Along the way, you'll discover countless mysterious vaults and ancient frescoes lurking behind picturesque facades. If visiting in winter, be sure to take in the marvelous Christmas market. You'll market an experience akin to finding yourself in a real-life fairy tale. Stockholm Cathedral, Storkyrkan, or Stockholm's Domkyrka, the Nobel Prize Museum, Nobelmuseet, and the Royal Palace are all located here and should be high up on any sightseeing itinerary. If you're planning on visiting the Royal Palace, also known as Stockholm Palace, be sure to catch the changing of the guard. 9. Relive Sweden's seafaring past at the Vasa Museum. The incredible Vasa battleship, the main attraction at Stockholm's brilliant Vasa Museum, Vasamuseet, was intended to be the pride of the Swedish imperial fleet. Yet, in a forerunner of the Titanic disaster centuries later, the majestic 64-gun vessel sank on its maiden voyage in 1628. An amazing salvage operation took place in 1961, and now you can marvel at this glorious time capsule, 95% of which is entirely original. The three masts on the roof of the museum are not just a tourist draw, they were reconstructed to the exact height and specifications of the original masts. This is the most visited museum in Sweden, and rightfully so. More than 1 million people a year come here to enjoy the different exhibitions and watch the movie on the ship's history. A variety of other historic vessels are also located on site, including an icebreaker, a lightship, and a torpedo boat. Entry is free if you are under 18 years of age. 8. Get your bearings aboard a Stockholm boat tour. The sea flows through the arteries of Stockholm, and during the summer months, the city is quite literally awash with boats of all shapes and sizes. Many city dwellers own summer houses on the islands of Skagaden archipelago and spend, if not the entire summer there, then most weekends. It all makes for a Friday evening commute like no other. Bearing all this in mind, to experience Stockholm from the water is surely a must-do for any visitor. It's also a great way to get your bearings early on in your visit. Take a trip under the bridges of Stockholm, or while away an hour or two on the Royal Canal tour. There are also hop-on, hop-off options with a valid ticket lasting 24 hours. Best of all, cruises are available year-round and can be just as much fun in winter. 7. Be a star at Abba The Museum. Few pop bands from the 1970s can still garner the kind of enthusiasm among fans that Sweden's Abba does. To celebrate the continuing interest in Scandinavia's biggest music export, Abba The Museum opened in 2013 and has attracted young and old folks alike with its unique interactive exhibits. Using state-of-the-art technology, visitors can see computerized versions of themselves not only wearing the band's most iconic outfits, but can even dance and sing along with Agnetha, Bjorn, Benny, and Annifrid. Other highlights include a visit to a reconstruction of the recording studio, where you can try your hand at remixing some of their best-loved tunes, as well as the unique experience of seeing Benny's original piano seemingly playing itself, but in reality being controlled by the star from his home. You can also enjoy a thrilling virtual helicopter ride and the Waterloo exhibit, which faithfully recreates the band's winning performance at the 1974 Eurovision Song Contest in Brighton, England. 6. Take a stroll and see the sights of Djurgårdens. A tranquil oasis in the heart of the city, the island of Djurgårdens draws crowds of tourists and locals alike. It's particularly busy during the summer months of long, lazy days and short nights. The park forms part of the Royal National City Park, and it's a perfect place for a stroll and picnic, as well as being home to several of Stockholm's top museums and other attractions. Scattered about are pleasant cafes, restaurants, snack bars, and hotels. You can rent bicycles to explore the forest trails, or if you're feeling adventurous, take the waterways in a canoe. The popular Vasa Museum and Abba the Museum are located here, as is the open-air museum Skansen and Kronalund amusement park. A fun way to arrive is by ferry from Gamlestan or Slussen, both of which are on the T-Bana. 5. Skansen Open Air Museum. The oldest open-air museum in the world, Skansen opened in 1891 on the island of Djurgårdens and is a wonderful attraction for families, particularly those with young children. Not only will you be treated to an authentic taste of Sweden as it once was, but you'll also have fun at the wonderful Skansen Aquarium and the Children's Zoo. More than 150 different buildings and houses were collected from all around the country and reassembled here. On display are distinct town buildings, including manor houses, a bakery, the beautiful Siglora Timber Church, and pottery, all brought to life by costume staff. A wide variety of creatures can be seen at the zoo, including moose, bears, lynxes, wolves, and seals. You can visit the aquarium for an extra fee and see more than 200 different animals from around the world, including many species of monkeys. For traditional Swedish smorgasbord, pay a visit to the Saladin restaurant. 4. Tour the Royal Palace, Sverige Kungahus. A visit here could be a day out in itself. Located by the water's edge on the periphery of Gamlestan, Stockholm's Royal Palace, Sverige Kungahus, is the official residence of the King of Sweden. Interestingly, the Queen's residence lies elsewhere. It's on the beautiful island and UNESCO World Heritage Site, Drottningholm, Queen's Island, about a 45-minute ferry ride from Stockholm and an easy day trip. A rich taste of the once mighty Swedish Empire, the palace is one of the largest in Europe, boasting in excess of 600 rooms and several museums. Dating from the 18th century and built in Baroque style, the palace houses many gems. You don't want to miss the daily changing of the guards. Known as the Royal Guard Ceremony, it starts at 12:15 p.m. each day, 1:15 p.m. on Sundays, and takes place in the palace outer courtyard. 3. Photographyska, Stockholm's Photography Museum. Photographyska is Stockholm's museum of contemporary photography and hosts an eclectic mix of exhibitions throughout the year. The complex encompasses a cafe, restaurant, store, and gallery, and from the top floor, you can enjoy one of the most enviable views over the city. In recent years, the museum has seen a huge increase in visitor numbers and is now acknowledged as one of the world's premier photography venues. Serving organic, sustainably produced cuisine, the restaurant on the top floor is acclaimed as one of the city's coolest eateries. Its weekend brunch is particularly popular with locals. The gallery also hosts cutting-edge live and club music throughout the year. 2. See historic Stockholm City Hall, Stadshuset. Nestled at the water's edge and topped by 3 golden crowns, the City Hall, Stockholm's Stadshus, or Stadshuset, is one of the Stockholm's most iconic buildings and stars in countless images and postcards of the city. Dating from 1923, the hall opened on that most Swedish of dates, Midsummer's Eve. Housed within are assembly rooms, offices, works of art, and the machinery of civil democracy. The prestigious annual Noble Banquets are held here. Recipients dine first in Blahallen, the Blue Hall, and then move on to the formal hall in Galinsalen, the Golden Hall, which has no less than 18 million mosaics adorning its walls. A particular treat is the chance to view the city from the famous tower. 1. The National Museum of Fine Arts, National Museum. Stockholm's impressive National Museum of Fine Arts, the National Museum, is a great place to get your art fix. Sweden's National Gallery, it was established in 1792 as the Royal Museum and was renamed the National Museum after moving to its present location in 1866. It was fully renovated and modernized. The architecture alone is worth seeing, particularly the interior with its massive central staircase and large galleries. Notable among its collections are over 500,000 drawings and sketches, numerous works by the Dutch masters, including some by Rembrandt, as well as a sizable collection of sculptures. It also boasts the world's largest collection of portrait miniatures. Guided tours are available, and a wide range of educational programs and workshops are provided. There's also a restaurant and gift shop on site. Which one of them would you love to visit? Thanks for watching.